Like nowadays we find people who call themselves Sufis and who call themselves disciples, murideen, seekers of the truth. Such seekers of the truth that we only talk about our own Shaykh, we only respect our own Shaykh, and totally disregard any other Shaykh. We totally disrespect other Shuyukh, and we think that except of our Shaykh, our spiritual guide, there is no one else who is a spiritual guide. This is narrow-mindedness. Shaykh Al-Hujweri rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi was a very great Sufi, was a leader of the Sufiya. In fact, he, with his book Kashf al-Mahjub, which he authored, which is a major contribution to the science of tasawwuf, self-purification, and which, by the way, is the first book written which was not in Arabic. After the books in Arabic, the first book written which was not in Arabic, which is written in the Persian language, completely on the subject of tasawwuf, and which is now a textbook on tasawwuf, and which basically became a model, which became an inspiration for Shaykh Fariduddin Attar rahmatullah alayh, that he wrote then on the same way he wrote another book, Tazkiratul Awliya. And this Kashf al-Mahjub, the book written and authored by the Hazur Daata Sahib rahmatullah alayh, is a book which is in high regard in the Sufiya. It is considered as an authority, as a textbook. This Shaykh Ali al-Hujweri rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi spent his time with 300 shuyukh, various shuyukh. He spent time with them. He spent time in their sohbah, in their majalis, and he received from them. Which means even though he had his own Shaykh, he had his own spiritual guide, but he was not thinking like the murideen nowadays think. He did not have the mentality of the murideen of some. Today we find as many of the murideen nowadays, they think only the Shaykh, their own Shaykh is a Shaykh and everybody else is not a Shaykh. So we have to, like Shaykh Al-Hujweri, bear in mind, if we are seekers of the truth, seekers of tasawwuf, then our Shaykh is no doubt is one, but we have to respect all other shuyukh. We have to be open-minded, and we have to try to sit in the gatherings of other shuyukhs as well. Because to sit in the sohbah, in the majalis of other shuyukhs is a sunnah of the great Sufis themselves. If you look at the lives of Hazrat Ibrahim bin Adam, the life of Hazrat Junaid Baghdadi, Bishr al-Hafi, all these spent not only time with the one Shaykh, they spent in their life, they spent a lot of time with different various kinds of Shaykh. So Shaykh Al-Hujweri rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, he migrated to India. He migrated to a city of Lahore. So Shaykh Al-Hujweri came in the year 1039 to Lahore. At that time in Lahore, people were indulged in shirk. People were in darkness. People were in total ignorance. And the poor people and the deprived people, they were especially upon them, there were some people who were very cruel. There were magicians at that time. And Shaykh Al-Hujweri, when he came, he found the atmosphere not welcoming, not pleasing. Yet he stayed there to spread the message of Islam. And he went through hardship, of course. And because of his sabr, because of his patience, and because of his sincerity, he was able to change and influence the people. That he was highly regarded, and he was then very well respected. And people then later on came from various places just to sit in his gatherings and just to receive knowledge from him, receive blessings from him. One event which I would like to quote here is, Shaykh Al-Hujweri, when he came into Lahore, he went to an old lady on the third day of his arrival to buy some milk. The lady refused to sell milk to him. And he asked the reason why she is not selling milk. And she said, I do not sell milk of the cow because if I do so, then there is a magician who does magic and my cow then will start bleeding and will become weak. And that is what happens when I sell the milk to others and I do not give milk to that magician. This magician is known as, he was known as Rai Raju. Shaykh Al-Hujweri rahmatullah ta'ala said to the lady, oh lady, just give it to me, and inshallah, with the help of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing will happen and your cow will remain healthy and nothing will happen with you. The old lady listened to the Shaykh and she gave milk to Shaykh Al-Hujweri rahmatullah. She sold milk to Shaykh Al-Hujweri rahmatullah ta'ala alayh. Dear viewers, we are going to a short break. Inshallah, after the break, I will finish this story and then inshallah we'll show you